Hey, what's up, everybody? BDO44 coming at you with another video. All right, so the Lakers got the win 104-103 against the Clippers. Summer League, finishing off the Summer League completely for us on a high note, man. No Jalen Hood-Schifino, no um, Max Christie, of course, but we went out there and played well, man. Got to give credit to all the guys. 14 boards from Castleton. He really showed up, hit the glass hard. 23 points from both LJ Figueroa and Demoy Hodge. Definitely love what I saw there. Demoy, I think, hit like 7 threes or something crazy like that. And then Cole Swider pitched in with 21 as well. Had a really big bounce back game after not having the greatest summer league. He really was strong tonight, hitting 5 threes of his own. So that's really what it was. I just saw, you know, the Lakers put a bit more of an emphasis on uh, playing every possession. Every possession was serious, under control. You got to give credit to the Clippers. Xavier Moon had a fantastic game. I think it was like a plus 20 something. I don't know what it was. He had like 8 assists, 10 rebounds, and 20 something points. He was really good himself. But we were able to squeeze out a victory at the end, and it was close throughout. So just got to love the fact that the LA Lakers finally finished. Well, not going to say finally, but we finished the Summer League on a high note, and we got a victory there. A close basketball game that had good pace. It was fun to watch. I thought that was one of the more fun games to watch of the Summer League for our team this year. Kobe Bryant went down with an injury in the first half, so we didn't see him very much, and I think that contributed to our success as well. And I just really like what I saw from my guys, man. Demoy Hodge, really, that catch and shoot ability is there. I mean, when he misses some wild shots. But when it goes down, it goes down. And boy, did he catch fire. I think it was in third quarter, somewhere in that second half. He really caught fire from behind the arc. It was just lighting it up. So I just love what I saw from my guys. And then got to give credit to a guy like LJ Figueroa, man. His development is going well in the G League. That's what I'm seeing here. I think we picked him up maybe last year, and he didn't get a chance to play it all in our big league, and is doing big work in the summer league these last 2 games. He had that big dunk in the last game, and in this one, I mean, he was just a serious spark plug. Serious spark plug. Very consistent, very aggressive, very effective. Um, Something else that popped off the screen for me was Max Lewis's passing ability. Max Lewis has some fantastic instinctual passing um, gifts there. I don't know how far he can take it as far as being a passer, but I can tell you right now that's been the most impressive part of his game for me. And that's not what I expected from him. Now, his 3-point shooting and his overall play has not been very good. I ain't going to sit here and act like he's impressed too much in most areas. But the one area that I wasn't expecting nothing from and is seen as a strength now is his passing. So I like that tool for that player. He just has an incredible lower body, man. He has runner's legs. He looked like he's going to be able to do some amazing things just in general. He's cut from the cloth of the Thompson twins, to be honest with you. When I say that, I mean physically. He's just built like them. He looks like a third one. And so when he's running around out there and he's making plays for others and doing various different things, you could just see where the tools are there for him to develop into a very good player with his athleticism. Now, my question for him is the effort on the defensive end and the confidence. He's got a little bit of that Troy Brown in him and I'm not going to even say that because I don't think Troy really had this problem, but this kid is he's a true 19-year-old. He looks like he's unsure of himself, not really all that comfortable in what he has to do out there defensively. There were certain situations where he didn't even contest a layup. I think he was more so concerned about picking up the foul, but more for what I want to see him contest that play. Don't let nobody who's your size or smaller than you lay the ball up when you're between them and the basket. Take the foul, man. You know what I mean? Take the foul. I don't need nothing that you're doing offensively more so than I need you to be a contestant, big body, defensive player between yourself and that person. And then that's all there is to it. So I just want to see him work with the coaches closely over the next several years. I'm not looking at him for, like I said, the first year. I think people are going to have more expectations for him than I do. I don't expect nothing. I don't even care if he gets called up this year. Just keep him in a position to work closely in his development because he's going to be very important for our organization going forward. So I don't care about him in the first year. We got plenty of small forward depth. We don't have to rely upon him. Let him work out the reps. That's what's necessary. I'm not interested in him proving himself yet. He's got to learn how to play. You know what I mean? So we got to know what to want from certain people. Certain guys you want, like Castleton, I want him to help me now. He's old enough to help me now. He's good enough to help me now. He had fantastic games in this summer league. Again, 14 boards tonight. Just cleaning up glass. He played strong. I like the touch around the rim. His ability to push the pace, making plays for others. He had over 6 assists tonight. So everything about Castleton's game was fantastic tonight, and that's what I expect because he's the equivalent of a guy who's been in the league for 3 years, based on his age. Max Lewis, no. Max Lewis is a kid. Max Lewis is a young man who's going to have to learn how to do all that his game is going to allow him to do. He's loading at this moment, probably only like 30%. So we just got to be patient with him. Don't heap any expectations on him. Don't expect nothing defensively from him. The offensive game is he's going to have to shoot a lot. He's going to have to put in the reps. That's it. At the end of the day, it's reps for him. Reps. More. And then when those reps are put in over time, then we can come back and ask you to hit some of them big shots. Just like the little spin move that he had and then shot a contested three-point shot. I think that shot will fall if he shoots about 10,000 more of them. You know what I mean? Like, that's literally what it is for a guy like that. Because once he gets the reps in, then it's just going to be second nature. His body's going to take over. And the muscle memory will allow his body to lean into the success of the game itself. And that's what I see there. He's a project, but 3, 4, 5 years from now, he's going to be a real player. He's just got to commit to playing physical on the defensive end. And I'm telling you, once that happens, you see it. You can already see the instincts. They're there. So I like Max Lewis. I just understand it's day one of a very, very long development. And there are going to be some frustrating days, some frustrating seasons ahead for Max Lewis. But if you be patient, by 2030, he's going to be a problem. So that's what I think of Max Lewis. It's a long way away, but that's how it goes. It takes about 5 years, 6 years, depending on injuries, for guys to fully develop. And by then, you know who they are, and they're able to give you what they got. So that's what I got to say there. The tools are there for him. I see the Fudge the same exact way, the exact same way. By 2030, they're going to be a problem for you. But it's going to take some time, and you got to be patient, and you can't get frustrated with the first year, second year, or even third year with these guys. You just cannot. But you got to respect that they're going to get better every year, and if you slowly, gradually give them more to do, as they put in those reps we're talking about, they're going to turn into some players for you. Most definitely. And if you get rid of them too soon, they could turn into something somewhere else. And that's just what I see there with both of those players. So I'm on board with keeping them. Of course, we got Max Lewis on the 4-year deal. That is absolutely ideal at a small amount. So we could just chill, let him do nothing this year, bring him along slow like Max Christie, have him have a nice summer league next year, bring him along as a backup player next year, and then from there let him try to prove to us how far he can go in year 2. That's really where my head is with Max Lewis. That's what it is. Treat him like Max Christie last year. So yeah, this is a good thing though. We saw some good stuff there. I wouldn't mind seeing LJ Figueroa get that camp invite for real. I really saw enough in these last 2 games to know that he's not somebody that we should just say, he's a career G League guy. Maybe, but I want to make sure. With that particular piece, I want to make sure. Because a lot of times guys get stuck in the G League the first year, and then another 3 or 4 prospects get slapped on top of them, and they're still working. And the upside is still there, and they're progressing positively, and you're just not giving them their chance because they're getting typecast as a G League guy. And maybe that's just how the game goes when you got so many talented prospects. But you don't want to let a gamer slip through the cracks, and then you find out that he's going to be killing you on a Utah Jazz team or something like that later on. So that's what I think could be possible with LJ Figueroa. I remember him from college a couple years ago. He had a big name, and he's progressing well. The G League is doing him some justice, and I think he's going to find himself in this league if he doesn't find himself in that trap of being typecast. So, yeah, that's what I want to say about LJ. I think he showed me enough these last 2 games to know that he should be given an invite. And I'm really happy that Cole played a good game tonight, man. We needed to see this. Cole needed a game like this. He had the game-winning free throw. He had some, like I said, 5 threes, I believe it was. High efficiency, good plus-minus. Rebound the ball well. This is by far the best Cole Swider game of the Summer League, by far. And I was very encouraged and reminded of what it is that he does elite. When he gets that ball in his hands, he can hit a three. The score is going to go up if he's shooting like he's capable of shooting. Quite simply put, you're going to catch some people off guard. You're going to have a nice little rotation. You'll have a little 5-point lead. Cole Swider's going to come in, hit 2 straight threes, and they're going to call a timeout. And you're going to have a 9-point lead. Like, that's how he gets down. And because he rebounds the ball in a way that and thinks intangibles, I just want to continue to see him progress. That's what I want to see, because he doesn't make the greatest plays in the open court. In fact, I don't think he's that great winning the fast break. I just don't think he makes the right pass in the situations I've seen. He's making a pass, and it just ain't the one I want to see him make. And so him in the open court, I'd rather him be the recipient rather than trying to push the pace, push the break like Castleton or something. Nah, I don't need that from Cole. But you know, that's where he's going to get better as he continues to develop and work with coaches. They're going to help him make the better read. And I think that's when he's really going to be able to help us when that starts coming around. So his progression is going well. He's just got to continue to understand that he's got to stay lean. Just like somebody like myself who doesn't have a good metabolism, it's not going to be cool for him to ever take meals off or stretches off or none of that, because he's not naturally athletic. So in order to get the very most out of his body, he's going to have to absolutely be intent on being, surgical about his diet and about everything that has to do with being physical, because he's just not going to be able to cheat like some of those other guys who, I was listening to Max Christie talk about how he likes to go to certain restaurants, stuff like that. A guy like Cole Swider, man, I don't think you could afford to eat those meals and be able to keep up with guys like Max Christie. That's the problem. So, he's when I say a hell of a shooter, he can be arguably elite. Cole Swider, arguably elite. And that is going to always buy him an opportunity on a basketball team somewhere in this world. Always. But if he can't keep up with the speed of the NBA floor, or if he doesn't develop to make the better reads and all these different things, there's just going to be other players that you can play that are going to help you in those areas. And then you'll just call him in for specialty plays. You know what I mean? And I don't think he wants to be a specialty play guy. And so that's what I say. He's going to have to be a workout warrior, man. A workout warrior. And once he does get his body to the maximum level he can get into, in terms of getting to his highest and best conditioning level, then you're going to get the best out of him. But, yeah, that's just what it is, man. Some guys, they're just not going to be able to push around the NBA unless they're super intent on taking care of that fitness. So, yeah, man, that's what I have to say there. There's a lot of things there to like about this game tonight, though. The Los Angeles Lakers had a deficit in that game. Like I said, Xavier Moon was just carving us up all over the place. And we didn't slow down, man. We made plays for one another. We were balanced. The guys who were hitting shots were taking the shots. The guys who had been missing shots weren't taking threes. So we had our 3-point shots centered around the players who were making them. Cole Swider, and D'Moy Hodge. And those players together just really gave us all the space we needed to do everything else. Then it was about Castleton finding guys cutting into the lane, laying the ball up and stuff like that, getting to the line. We were much more physical today. I like that about us. And it just seemed like we were a bit more balanced. We had a lot more going for ourselves as a team. The playmaking was there, the catch and shoot, all of that was there, and you could just see the team is getting better. And it's a shame we don't have a couple more games with this Summer League squad, because they would probably show more progression from here, which is something that you want to see with these guys. So, yeah, man, I'm glad we got out of the Summer League healthy. Even though we did have the Max Christie injury, it ain't nothing that's going to keep him from running around in the Summer League. In the training camp at all. So we'll be healthy going into training camp and into the preseason. And I think this has been pretty much a successful Summer League. We have a winning record in the Summer League, even though we didn't get any wins in Sacramento. It was only 2 games. We progressed. We found ourselves getting better, and guys who were struggling throughout the Summer League, I think, ended the Summer League on a high note. So that's all you want to see. That is really all you want to see. So congratulations to the LA Lakers. We love the fact that we beat the Clippers. We know how much we talk about beating our rivals on this channel, and it's not something that we take lightly. We definitely thank the guys for doing that. I don't care who's wearing the uniform. If we're representing the Lakers, we want to win. And so I saw Laker fans in the arena cheering it on like it was the finals. You know what I mean? You can see guys, they were intent like any other time, because no matter who's wearing the Lakers, no matter what we're representing, it's us against whoever we're beating. And we could be playing football, we could be cooking, we could be doing basketball. It don't matter what the Lakers represent. I'm repping us, and that's how Laker Nation gets down. So that's really what it is, man. I'm very excited about the purple and gold. We got what we needed today. Some clarity in regards to the market. Bol's off the market, as we know. So Christian Wood's free to now sign with whoever he wants to sign with. I'd imagine he was who we were targeting this entire time, and we talked a lot about how it's likely he's going to have to wait it out a little bit, because it seems like Mark Cuban may want to involve him in a sign and trade. I don't know why other than the fact that he would be able to make a little more money in doing so, he would wait for something like this to help the Dallas Mavericks. But if it's going to get him a couple extra dollars, I'm pretty sure it's worth it. So there's that. But if push comes to shove, I think we get the player. I think we ultimately are the team that lands Christian Wood. It just makes the most sense to me at this point. And of course, we talked about that earlier in the Laker chat video, where we broke down just about everything there was to say in regards to our team, and the news that's been surrounding us as of late. So that's pretty much it. I encourage everybody to go check those out. And in the meantime, I am going to call it a night. And I definitely appreciate my Lakers giving me a victory before I did so. So that's pretty much what I got, man. It's going to be a long summer because we ain't got no more basketball to watch until the preseason, which I don't believe is going to happen anytime before the end of September. I don't know exactly when the date is, but it's a brand new look for the NBA. We got an in-season tournament that we're preparing for, along with everything else. And health is everything. So hopefully LeBron and AD, the feet are progressing well for those guys. We get Max Christie, whatever's going on with his shoulder, whatever it was. I have no idea what he hurt. Hopefully that's going to be something that he's feeling better about already. He probably could have played tonight. And also a guy that I wanted to see in the Summer League, Scottie Pippen, didn't get a single second in the Summer League. I think that's bad for him. Of course, he's dealing with the ankle, but Lord knows we don't want him to be missing Summer Leagues at all. So that's a big loss for us, in my opinion. But all in all, hopefully he will still be with the squad to some capacity, G League or something, where he can continue to develop. And it seems to me that he's getting the reverse treatment for a guy whose name is Pippen. You would think that life would be easier for him, but it's not, man. It seems like the guys we get, O'Neal and Pippen, they got to get it out the mud just like a Figueroa, just like anybody else. So you got to respect that. We're not shooing anybody in. And so I like it, but I don't want us to push guys away because of their last name either. You know what I mean? We don't want to take that too far to where guys get even less of a chance to prove themselves, because we're trying to be mindful of that. So just want to throw that out there. At any rate, that's pretty much what I got, man. My name is BDL44. I thank you all for watching. I'm out.